Hi, Hogs. We're going to watch our offensive um, sets up front, and I'm going to talk through our blocks, make sure we're doing it right, and make sure we're doing it with good form. So this first play is counter log. I just realized I need to tag it here. One sec. Okay, let's watch the play here. So we have counter log that we're running. One thing I'll say, Rife, make sure you just rest your elbows on your legs. I know this is your H position, but when you're on the line, let's just rest your elbows on your thighs. Make sure we don't make it obvious and stare at where we're going. Like if you're down blocking, let's not stare at the guy that we're going to down block. If you're pulling just someone, try to look at them through your peripheral vision. Don't stare right at them because that's going to tell the linebackers where the play is going to go. So up front here, so counter log, it's just like counter. So it's gap on over. Okay, gap on over, gap on over. Pull and log the first person outside the tackle. Wheel and seal. Pull around and block the play side inside backer for the H. Okay. So with this block right here, with the base block, you're trying to pin him inside on counter log. When it's not when it's regular counter, you're just trying to base block him straight back and take him where he wants to go. Okay. So thumb, your first step's way too big. When you make contact, your foot is barely in the ground. You need to take shorter steps. Okay, but you are running your feet. LaFleur, step with your near side foot first. Okay, it's like you're galloping down. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. It should look like you're galloping down. You take one big step with your outside foot. If this guy slants into your gap, you're not going to be in a good spot to take that on. Once again, you're up on the shoulder. I've already told you, get down on the hip with your shoulder as you work up to that linebacker, because we really don't get that great of movement on that nose guard, but you do get to your guy. Rife, this is a good pull. You're flat. Attack the outside shoulder. Pin him inside. That's good. Lucas on the backside. That's a good wheel and seal. Now just get your head to that play side number. Try not to give up so much ground, because look how you're already kind of stepping on the running back, or you're getting close. Try not to give up that much ground. All right. Watch the H here. We fix this. The next play, H, if he steps up inside, that's where you got to go. You got to get to him. Okay, we run it again here. And same thing, thumb, too big of a first step. LaFleur, you step with the correct foot this time. It's just that your steps are too big. Try to shorten up your steps. That second step's really big. Try to shorten it up, have a wider base. Don't be up on the shoulder. Make sure you get down on the hip. See how this guy doesn't even move? We got to try to throw that guy, push that guy over into that gap, because he can fall back into the play if we don't. We got to make sure we get that done. See, he really didn't even move. We got to make sure we get that done. Okay, Raymond, that's pretty good there. Rife, once again, good job. Berg, just a lot better on that. On this block, now get to the outside shoulder there. Get to the outside shoulder of that guy, because we're trying to log him in. You see this wall we're creating here? Everyone's trying to create a wall on the backside. Next play. Okay, here we're running cap to the left. So gap on over. We're going to consider this guy in your C gap because he's the C gap defender. So you're going to go out and block. So you should have a down block. This turns into a down block. Okay. And I just want to remind you guys, I try to make it as simple as I can. If you have a guy in your gap, you down block him one-on-one. If you don't have a guy in your gap, you're double teaming with somebody. Either you have a guy head up or the guy over next to you has a guy head up. So either you're just down blocking in your gap one-on-one or you're double teaming. Okay. So here, guy in his gap, down block. We can no longer double team here because this tackle has a guy out in his gap. So we're assuming that that guy's going to slant in. So the guard has a down block. Same thing if this linebacker were to step up right here. We then don't have a double team anymore because he has a down block. And being a smart football player, we're thinking that this guy's going to slant and you have a down block. Okay? See, we're all blocking our gap on an angle. All right? But since he's off, we are now double teaming still to this FBI. Okay? Same thing with these two. These two are double teaming to this FBI. But since this FBI is on the line of scrimmage, we are now just going to turn it into 2 down blocks. Okay. So let's run through the play. So with cap, remember we're kicking out the first person on or outside the tackle. So that'd be this guy. So we should be ripping up inside, creating a wall on the backside, have a kick out right there, trying to run the ball through that seam. All right, so Lucas, this is what I'm talking about. We should be out to here. Okay, because this guy's going to run the play down. So it should be a down. But let's just look at this double team anyways. Lucas, your first step, not too bad. We should be trying to push this guy over into your gap, though. But you see, you two guys are working to the next backer over, which is this guy. All right? That's where you guys should be working to. And he's already on the line of scrimmage, so you should be getting off and going and blocking him. Okay, here. Let's watch Raymond. You need to step with your other foot first. It should go 1, 2, and then blocking the guy straight back. We need to throw this guy over into your gap, though. We have to throw him over. And here's the thing. You two are going to this guy. So if he comes into the A gap, Raymond, you need to get off to go block him. You guys are comboing. You two are comboing to this backer here. So if this guy steps up, Raymond, you need to get off. If he flows over the top, LaFleur, you need to get off and go block him. Okay, Thome, good job ripping up inside. Keep running your feet into this linebacker here, though. Okay, Wyatt, watching the H. Stay tight to the line. Doing a pretty decent job. I'd like to see you lower yourself. Okay, you need to be right off of Thome's hip, and your helmet needs to be there. Okay, we don't need to be up here. We need to be down on the hip. And I've probably said that 100 times so far this camp. I haven't seen anyone do it. I might have seen it once. Okay, if you guys want to have a successful season this year, you need to start blocking the way that I am teaching you. Otherwise, you're going to get your butts whooped. Okay, and I don't want that to happen to you guys, but if you're not going to be disciplined in the techniques that I'm teaching you and the things that we're practicing, if you're not going to apply it to when you're actually doing it in a game setting, you're going to get your butts whooped. And that's on you guys. Okay, here we're running trap to the left. All right, so FBI, making sure this guy doesn't cross your face. Okay, don't touch the guy we're kicking. He's lava. So you're either ripping up or going around the outside to FBI as well. We're double teaming this guy. Okay, gap on over. So gap on over. There's a guy over top the guy backside. So you have a push block. Same thing here. Gap on over. You got a guy on you. So you got a base block. Pull kick out first person outside the guard for trap. Wheel and seal on the backside. All right, Lucas, you should be going up this way. You should be, both you and Berg should be going here to this guy. You're not going outside. Okay, both of you go there. Rife, you should be going stepping with that inside foot, then the outside foot, then the inside foot, doing this push block. You're just taking one huge step with your outside foot here. Okay, that's not good. If that guy slants there, you're not going to be in a position to then down block him because he slanted into your gap. All right, you're also up on the shoulder. We don't want to be on the shoulder. We want to be down at the hip. Okay, you two, as I said before, are comboing to this guy. So if this guy comes into the A gap, Raymond, you need to get off. If he goes over the top, you get off to block him, Rife. Okay, so let's watch here. We're blocking. So Raymond, we got to have 4 eyes on the linebacker, 4 hands on the down lineman. So 4 eyes should be right here on this guy. And if he comes this way, Raymond, you need to get off and go block him. Okay, we can't get all mired into the block there. We got to have our eyes on our linebacker. Okay, watching the play. This is not good. Get down on the hip. Okay, when this guy's 275 pounds and you try to do that, you're not going to move him. And you stop your feet. You just shove them and then you stop. That's terrible. That's terrible blocking. Terrible blocking. Never once do I teach that. You're being undisciplined and you're just doing whatever the heck you want to do. Okay, which is not good. That's not going to help your team. Not going to help your team. Okay, never once have I taught that. Okay, Thome, you need to step down harder, get to the inside, and cut him off from the play. You're stepping right at him here. We don't want to do that because if this guy slants inside, there's no way you're going to defend that. You need to step down hard inside, get your hip to the center as close as you can, and then seal him off from the play. Okay, here, running sweep to the left. Okay, Berg, you just got to keep your feet. You can't be running like a spear. You got to have a nice wide base, attacking inside out, using your feet. You got to have your feet underneath you. You can't stop moving your feet. This is going to kill us. Okay, have a nice wide base and block. This doesn't need to be a knockout blow. We just need you to have a positional block on him and run your feet. We need to have a positional block. Okay, Sorensen, you kind of take a little false step here. It should be bucket step, second step to the crotch. 1, 2. Okay, he stays inside. You're doing a great job going to the next play side backer, which would be that safety there. That's awesome. That's what you should be doing. Okay, Rife, this should be bucket step, second step, trying to get stacking your feet, trying to get across this guy. You do get there. Okay, but if when we're going against other people's starters and this guy is 6'3", 245 and runs a 4.9 40, you're not going to be able to do this without taking the proper footwork. Okay, taking that crossover step, you do get him reached. He let you log him, so you reached him, which is good. So we're able to run inside it. But we got to take better steps. Okay, Taglin, you just kind of skip here. It should be bucket step, second step to the crotch. Keep your play side arm free. You do have your eyes on your linebacker, which is great. Okay, but do you see how your shoulders are turned this way? It's going to be really hard for you to get square on this guy and to reach him when you're like that. Okay, I guarantee starting linebackers are not going to stop right here and then run backwards. Okay, this guy makes it really easy for you. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. So you got to make sure your technique is perfect. Okay, LaFleur watching you. Okay, it should be bucket step, second step, stacking your feet, trying to get yourself across here, trying to cut them off. Okay, we're too high. You're way too high here. You need to have your head down on the armpit. Okay, and I don't teach that shove, stop your feet and stare at the guy. Okay, this is not good. Okay, Thome, good job trying to get to your linebacker there, trying to take that angle. Stay on him. Go get him. Keep trying to go get after him and push him past the hole if you need to. Okay? Okay, this is counter. This is counter. We kick out the first person on or outside the tackle. Now, here's the thing. He looks like he's a 3 technique. Okay, so he's inside you. So this should be a down block here. That should be a down block. So down, 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 you should be driving that guy past the center. If he was head up, it would be a base block. We kick out first person outside the tackle. We need to get that down. It's all about memorization. I'm not asking you to, it's not very difficult. I've gone over the rules for trap, power counter, cap, cop 100 times. It's in the playbook. I've made videos on it. I've given you all the tools in order for you to be successful, but you guys need to utilize them and know them by heart. Okay? This now has ruined the play. Because we're not blocking the right guy. We should be down blocking him, creating a wall, kicking the outside backer, leading up and through the hole to the backer. Okay? Rife, it's just your steps. It should go 1, 2, 3, attack the hip, shove him over. Both of you double teaming to this backer. Taglin, you can't take that route where you're trying to get off to this side here. You need to stay nice and square because we need to have 4 eyes on the linebacker. This linebacker triggers here. Taglin, you need to be able to get off and block him. If he goes over the top, then Rife will go get him. But we got to have 4 eyes on this linebacker in case he wants to try to trigger backside. If he wants to try to come through the backside A gap here to make a tackle, Taglin, you need to be ready to take that on. And you can't even see him because your eyes are over here. Okay, yep. LaFleur, you're right. You should be going to that guy. This guy should be blocked. Go block your guy. Trust that everyone else is going to do their job. If they don't, it's not your fault. It's their fault. Go block your guy. Okay, Vincent, for you, you're right. Stay tight. Stay tight to this wall. Find the first hole like you do. You could stay even tighter, though, because it'd be great if you're nice and tight to this wall and you can just kick him out, and then we run the ball right inside. No one should be touching your linebacker, Vincent, but we did it wrong on the front side. Okay, Thome, you got to step down way harder than this. You stepped out at him. Your step for a wheel and seal should be flat down the line of scrimmage or even giving up a little ground so you can seal him off from the play. Because right now, boom, you see he made the tackle. Play's done. Okay, here we're running counter to the right. Has to be counter to the right. Yep, it sure is. Counter to the right. So we start with Raymond. Raymond, good job seeing a B gap threat potentially. So you step down hard to try to get there. Try to help block that. That's a good job. We get that sealed off. Okay, Rife, let's watch you. We should be kicking out first person outside the tackle. Okay, I know you see that 4 technique because you're staying flat, but that's not who it's going to be. It's going to be that outside backer because our play side tackle yet again did it wrong. Okay, good job, Taglin here. You guys are double teaming to this linebacker. This linebacker steps up on the line. You say down, down, down. So you're going to down block. You're going to down block. And we're going to wash him down. Okay, he goes B gap for some reason. That's fine. Look at this. We got this nice walled off area on the backside here. Okay, LaFleur, good. Make sure we take that directional step. Let's see if we do. Yep, very nice. You take that nice, good down step. Get your too high. Get your head down on the play side number. Okay, you don't want to be on the backside number. Keep it on the play side number so you keep your angle to where the play's going, and you drive him down the line of scrimmage. That's a good job. Okay, we need to be base blocking this guy. Another counter play that's ruined because we don't know what we're doing on the front side. Vincent, good job adjusting your path here. Go get this guy. Go get your linebacker. Go get him. You know why we can't get there? Because we're too wide. Get up into the line of scrimmage here. Start going. You're way too wide. You're bowing it out here. Okay, go get to your linebacker. If your linebacker wants to take this path, go get him. Because we're in the way. We should have kept this ball. Okay, we run it again. Raymond, good job stepping down. That's great. This is a great wheel and seal. He steps down, seals this guy off from the play. Rife, watching you. Get out to your linebacker. Get back to the inside. Get your head down on the hip. Run your feet. Run your feet. That's pretty good, Rife. Good job. Okay. Tags don't hop to the side, but I do like your step. They're short steps. You just kind of hop to the side, though. I do like your 1-2 step. That's very nice. But now we got to have 4 eyes. You two, because you're double teaming to FBI. For both of you, it's that guy. We need to have 4 eyes on the linebacker, 4 hands on this guy. Tags, you should be looking from this hip. You should be looking from that hip, LaFleur. Okay, just in case this guy wants to try to take this gap, Tags can get off. LaFleur can stay on this guy. But it turns out to be okay for you guys. LaFleur, you already know what I'm going to tell you. Don't get on the shoulder. Use your shoulder as a spear. Run right through that hip to that guy. Okay, we really don't get this guy cut off from the play. Okay, that guy can fall back in. We got to make sure we're stepping with our inside foot first here on this base block. Don't step with the outside foot, because if he slants in, we're not going to be able to get in front of him and drive him down. Good job running your feet, though. Having a nice wide base. You're just too high. I want to see you get underneath them. Okay. Step with your inside foot first, because that's your gap side foot. We always step with our gap side foot first. Next play. Okay, this is Veer. So we're all responsible for a backside gap, backside gap, backside gap, backside gap, backside gap, backside gap, backside gap. Okay. Now, if you don't have a guy in your gap, you're double teaming with the guy backside of you, working to your FBI. So these two are blocking these two. These two are blocking these two. These two are blocking these two. See how that works? 2 for 2, 2 for 2, 2 for 2. So that means 4 eyes for you two, 4 eyes on this guy. You two, 4 eyes on that guy. You two, 4 eyes on that guy. Okay? If he goes here, you get off. If he goes there, you get off. Let me clear it up. Okay? If he goes there, you get off. If he goes there, you get off. All right? 4 hands on the down lineman, 4 eyes on the linebacker. That's how we get it done. Now, we're trying to wash everything down so we can run the ball right there. But we still need to make sure we're gap accountable. So let's go left to right. So Berg, let's watch you. Okay, we need a bigger punch on that hip. That is a tougher job for the H to get there. But we got to make sure we stay on that hip. But we do a nice job walling off the backside here. Okay, Lucas, you do take the correct step with your gap foot. It's just your third step's a little bit big. But we need to make sure, as I said before, we have 4 eyes on our linebacker. So your head should be there. It does look like this guy's slanting inside. So if we could wash him down, that'd be best. Try to wash him down, because we don't want our running back running the ball here. We want to try to wash him down and really create a cutback lane for him. Okay, watching here, these two. Tag, you don't step with your gap side foot first. It should be this foot and then that foot. 4 eyes on the linebacker. Where's the linebacker go? So Tags, you need to get off and block the linebacker. Rife, this is a good job here. That's how your step should look. Gap side, backside, gap side foot, wash them down. This is great right here. Okay, this should be a down block because he's on the line of scrimmage. That should be a down block right there. Both of you guys should be going out. Okay, LaFleur, we should be going over the top there. I do like how you hit this guy, but we should be going to this outside backer. Push into him. See how he's coming over the top? That should be you picking that up. Okay, pass protection. Or this is our 90 screen. Okay, the 2 seconds for our guards on the screen should be 1,000, 1,000, go. That's what it should look like. So I set 1,000, 1,000, then I go. 1,000, 1,000, go. Okay, here, so even though we're fanning, okay, we fan, we block for 2 seconds, then we go. We club them to the outside, then we go. This is just a one-on-one block. Try to take him where he wants to go. If he just stays right there in front, if he just wants to base technique you, you have to throw him right away. We can't wait because this running back doesn't have all day to try to set up. If you can't get that guy over into a gap, then just block him straight. Just block him straight. Here we should not be fanning because this guy's off the line of scrimmage, so we should be stepping inside and trying to get to the inside shoulder of this forward technique as a tackle. Okay. So let's watch here. Good. We have our fan. He should be going out. You need to step in a little bit more. Thome, your first step was not good. You step out at him. We don't want to do that on pass protection. It should be inside, kick step back. Inside, kick step back. We don't want to go at this guy on our pass protection. Okay, so let's watch this in real time here. 1,000, 1,000, go. Okay, LaFleur, that's good. LaFleur had good timing. We should not be engaged with this guy. You should be going as well. You're too late there, Rife. And I know that's our first time doing it, but it should be 1,000, 1,000, go. Because look, right there, that's when the running back's getting the ball. That's when you should be getting off. Okay. For you, Joe, that guy Basia, we need to throw him right now. We need to try to get in there right now. If we can't, then just drive him off the ball. Just drive him. Okay, we got to move our feet. This is more like a run block for this guy. This is more like a run block for the center. Try to run him off the ball. Thome, there's no way that this guy should be beating you on the inside. You need to step down hard, and we're trying to clear out the A gaps, guys. We're trying to clear out the A gaps because that's where the A back is setting up. We need to try to clear it out. Okay, here's our sprint out. So hinge. So cutting that guy off, stepping back, stepping back, stepping back, stepping back, closing the door. Okay, Raymond, good hinge there. Rife, you can get a little bit tighter here in case that linebacker wants to trigger. You got to be able to play that play side gap. Okay, Joe, you just got to turn back. Okay, turn back. And if that guy wants to go there, you have Rife there to help out. Okay, just turn back and start kick sliding hard. You got to be a part of this wall here. Got to be a part of that wall. Okay, LaFleur, good. Try to look for work. Stay a part of that wall. Thome, good job as well. Okay, here we go. We got our 50s pass protection. We made a fan call, and that's okay because you can always come back and help out with this guy, which we do. And guys, it's not so much about giving up ground as it is just keeping that outside knee to crotch relationship. If this guy stays back here, then you don't have to keep retreating because you're getting it in the quarterback space. It's more so just if he just stays there, just set your feet and chop your feet and try to keep your outside knee to his crotch relationship. Okay, Thome, you should be getting out here, bud. There you go, what you do. All right. But you don't have to mess around with that forward technique so much, Thome, if you have a fan call. Because you know you have that guard coming out and helping you. Okay. Believe we're running counter log here. Flay, looks like you thought this was turn back. Okay, so remember, counter log and counter are the same play. It just changes what the guard and the H are doing, right? So we should have gap on over, base block here. Gap on over, push block. Okay, base block, double teaming to FBI. Pull, log, first person outside the tackle. Wheel and seal. Okay, go outside. Block your play side inside backer. Try to log him. Okay, Thome, this is a pretty good job here. Stepping out and trying to reach that guy. Now you can't grab onto him. This is going to be a penalty. Block him with your feet, not with your hands. Run your feet. Keep running your feet. Just keep running. Run, 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 run. Okay? Good chop your feet. Keep that position. Now run your feet. If he tries to get over the top, run your feet and push him past the hole. Push. You cannot grab onto him. That's going to be a penalty, and that's going to cost us. Okay, LaFleur, you should be doing a push block here. Boom. Taglin, good job getting him into your gap all by yourself. Good job. Okay, Rife, you're going after the first person outside the tackle, which is this guy. So if that's your guy, go get him. No one else is responsible for him. That's your guy. Go get him. Okay, Zion, have eyes on your linebacker. You know what? This might be boot. Sorry, this is boot, but it's the same thing. Boot's the same thing as counter. So I guess you don't need to really go attack that guy so much. If that guy drops back, Rife, then you can look back for work. But everyone else, we should be running counter like normal, besides getting upfield. Okay. Sorry, I thought we were running counter log there, which both those plays look very similar. Okay, up front, we're running trap. So wheel and seal, kick out first person outside the tackle. Okay, you two double teaming to that backer right there. Rip up to that backer. This is perfect. Finally, guys, we get a perfect play. Everyone's doing their job. We got a nice funnel. Okay, I don't care that we don't run it or if we're running or throwing. I want to make sure we're doing things perfectly every single time up front. Okay, this is a nice wheel and seal here. Okay, let's look at our kickout block. Do we stay tight? We do. Don't do this. Use your shoulder as a weapon. Get down on the hip. Drive this guy out of here. Be a spear. Have a flat back. Punch that guy out. Takes. Your steps are perfect. This is how every base block should look like right here. 1, 2. Just like that. Good. Eyes on the linebacker. LaFleur, I'd love to see you down on the hip, though. Okay, we do get him turned, but we'll get him turned a lot more if you're down on the hip. Okay, Sorensen looking at you. Sorensen, that's a great rip up. Staying nice and tight here to work up to your linebacker. Okay, that's still a good play for us right there. Okay, we should be fanning. So Paul, you should be going out to this guy. Paul, you should be going out. That's cute. Just kind of give him a little tap. Okay, but we should be going there. We should be going there. That's what we should be doing. Tags, good job. I like your jump set. That's perfect, buddy. That's a nice jump set. Nice wide base blocking your guy. Thumb, good. There's no fan here. So we should make sure we step in hard. Get that outside knee to crotch relationship so you could step in a little bit more, Lucas. Okay, there he goes. Now he's going to the outside. Now you run him. Once he gets to the outside, now you can try to run him to the outside. But this side looks pretty good. We just got to make sure that we're fanning out, Paul. Fan out. He's out in this outside gap. He's on the line of scrimmage. If he was out here way in space, then he would not be. Okay. If he was way out here, then you don't need to call fan. Like, look, over here, you can't even see the outside backer. This outside backer is within 7 yards. Okay. We're going to consider him on. And we'll go fan to him. Okay, here we're running counter log. Okay, Thome, we just got to run our feet, bud. Keep running our feet. If this guy fights over the top, keep running your feet and drive him that way then. Okay? Drive him that way. Drive your feet. Run your feet, run your feet, run your feet. Don't try to pull him in. Run your feet. Just run him and take him where he wants to go. Okay, LaFleur watching you. Same thing I've been telling you every time. Get down on the hip. Down on the hip. Raymond, you're just a little bit too high, but good job running your feet. Rife, this is your guy right here. First guy outside the tackle. I know he's way out there. That's the guy that you're going to. Okay, go get him. Go get him. Go get him. This is why we want to run this play, because if they're going to keep this guy way out here, guess where we want to run the ball? Out here, where we got this huge gap, this huge space. Look at this huge gap we got created. All right. So you're going to go try and log the first person outside the tackle, which is going to be this guy right here. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. You're the only one responsible for that guy. Go get him. Lucas, you got to cut this guy off. Step down even harder. Seal him off. So the only way he can go is that way. Okay. Berg watching you turn and run. Run, 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 run. Did he go there? Then don't go that way. Keep running to the outside. You should only be taken this way if he is right here on the line of scrimmage. Run, run, run. Go get him. Okay, we're just a little too slow. That hesitation, Berg, right there. That hesitation is what got you. Okay, keep running to the outside. Otherwise, it was a pretty decent play. Okay. I think I've gone on long enough. You guys typically only watch half of these videos anyways, so I'm going to stop it right there.